This story begins in Asgard, where everyone is celebrating Thor's victory over Donald Blake. After being trapped in an unknown land, Thor managed to overcome the ordeal. While the crowd enjoys the festivities, Thor sits quietly, lost in thought. Volstagg makes an offhand comment, calling the land Thor was trapped in a fairy tale land. This immediately offends Thor, who raises his eyebrows and speaks in a deep voice. "You called it a fairy tale?" He then points his finger at Volstagg and angrily continues, "You have no idea what you're talking about, Volstagg. You have no idea what it's like to be so helpless, to see the faces of your fathers looking down on you in shame, to look up at the sky and see your home burning because of your own shadow." Thor's frustration grows as he smashes his beer glass on the table and yells, "To have your lightning, your own Odin-damned hammer betray you, none of you know." Realizing his outburst, he controls himself, stands up and stammers, I have had too much to drink, I apologize." Thor leaves the hall and retreats to another room where Mjolnir lies on the floor. He approaches Mjolnir and tries to lift it, but it doesn't budge. Frustrated, he tries again, yelling, Why? Why are you doing this to me? What is wrong with you?" His anger turns inward as he shouts, "What is wrong with me?" After repeated attempts, Thor uses all his strength and finally lifts Mjolnir, but it strikes him back, crashing him to the ground and pinning him under its weight. Hearing the noise, Loki sneaks into the room and asks, "Thor, are you okay?" "I heard the noise and..." Thor cuts him off sharply. "Close the damn door!" Loki steps inside, kneels beside Thor, and smirks. "Ha, you weren't joking about those cups, were you? Perhaps we're all getting too old for..." Thor interrupts with a firm, "Loki." Struggling under Mjolnir, Thor stutters, I cannot stand. My chest, my hammer, I cannot lift it." Loki immediately reaches for Mjolnir, lifting it effortlessly with one hand. Offering his other hand to Thor, Loki says, "Here, take my hand." Thor rises with Loki's help, points at him, and says sternly, "You mustn't tell a soul. Do you understand?" Still holding Mjolnir, Loki teases, "Surely the tale of a warrior falling while drunk would alarm no one, but of course you have my..." Thor snatches Mjolnir from Loki's hand, cutting him off. "I'm not a warrior. I am a king." Thor starts to leave, and Loki calls after him, "Thor, where are you going?" Without looking back, Thor replies, "To Sif, to Midgard, to end this." Meanwhile, in Midgard, the Avengers are battling robot monsters causing chaos. Suddenly, Thor arrives via the Bifrost Bridge, shouting, "Captain Rogers, I need to speak with thee." Captain America, while fighting, responds, "Sure thing. I don't have a lot going on. What's on your mind, pal?" The robot monsters turn their attention to Thor, closing in. Thor asks, "I was hoping we could speak in private. I believe something is wrong, and I need to tell you before it's..." Before he can finish, She-Hulk yells, "Thor, robot monsters!" Thor glances around and mutters, "Oh, my apologies." His eyes glow with thunder as he declares, "One moment." With a powerful lightning strike, he obliterates all the robot monsters in seconds. Captain America looks at the destruction and comments, "Well, that was loud. I suppose a thank you is in order. What did you need to talk to me about?" Thor replies, "I would prefer to speak in private, Captain." Iron Man, arriving with humor, quips, "Hell of an entrance, big guy. Come to surrender in our little prank war, or..." He places a hand on Thor's shoulder, but a small jolt of thunder shocks him. Iron Man yells, "What the hell, man? What was..." Thor cuts him off angrily. "I have no time for your games. I would like to speak to the captain in..." Captain America interrupts, frustrated, "Hey, I don't care what your problem is, Thor, but you can't just..." Before he can finish, Mjolnir suddenly moves on its own. Thor shouts, "Captain, guard yourself! Quickly, I cannot..." Mjolnir strikes a powerful blow toward Captain America, but thanks to Thor's warning, he blocks it with his shield. Peeking from behind the shield, Captain America stammers, "Thor, you hit me." Thor, shocked and confused, stammers back, "Captain, I am sorry. I did not do that. Mjolnir, Something is wrong. It acted on its own accord. I am losing control. As Captain America adjusts his shield, still feeling the impact, he sighs. Okay, big guy. Yeah, let's go talk. Together, they leave for Avengers Mountain.